Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play a song from Xenoblade called You Will Know Our Names. Uh, Chances are, if you're watching this video, you've already heard the song, so I don't need to explain how cool this song is. It has a lot of awesome guitar stuff going on. If you want the tabs, just send me an email or send me a message or something like that. I'll be sure to get them to you. But anyway, I'm in standard tuning, and let's get started. Alright, so as soon as the song starts, there's this high note up here on the 18th fret of the E string, and it sounds like this. And I like to just mess around with the whammy bar there, because I think that's what he's doing in the song. And then eventually dive bomb down out of it, so something like that, I don't know. Just mess around with it. And right after that, so we have a lot of like palm muted stuff on this power chord down here on the first fret on the A string. So we have first fret, third fret down here, and that's the power chord. And so you're gonna want to do a palm muted, like just the first fret, and keep alternating back and forth, kind of. So do that 4 times, and then you have so now it's kind of the opposite. Now you just play the full chord and then do 2 little palm mute things, and do that twice, and then 1 last little palm mute before you go into this slide down here. It's a pick slide, so you're gonna want to get your pick and slide. I don't know, make it as cool sounding as possible, I guess. Then you go into this part. Sounds like that. So start on the 3rd fret of the D string and work down this major arpeggio sort of deal. So 3rd fret D string, 4th fret A string, and then 6th fret E string, just like that. Then take everything up a half step, so, and play the exact same pattern, I guess. The only only difference is you kind of accent this note a little more. So just everything moved 1 fret up from there. So the 4th fret on the D string, 5th fret on the A string, 7th fret on the E string. Then go back down. And this time just take everything down a half step. Very similar idea. Same pattern, just 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd fret, 5th fret. Right, and then go back up to this one. And that's just the same thing we did before. So all together so far it's this. And then take everything up a half step again. And that's the next part. So now you're just taking everything a half step up from where you already moved it up. So now it's on the 5th fret D string, 6th fret A string, and 8th fret E string. And to finish it off, you have this one. You only move up 1 note here. You don't move up everything. So you have 6th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the A string, and still 8th fret on the E string. So that's what it should sound like. Alright, the whole thing is like that. Alright, and then you're just going to want to repeat it again. It's very similar to the first time. So. Except on the second time through, you're not going to want to do don't do that last one, just hang out on this 6th fret of the D string. So. Then you can kind of do a slide down, just anything to get ready for the next part. So yeah, that's part 1. Alright, so here's the second part. It starts like this. Sounds like that. Alright, so we're coming out from this note up here. And you're going to want to hit the 1st fret and play it 4 times palm muted. And we're going to be doing this a lot, so. Okay, so this little kind of 2-note chord down here. 1st fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the B string. Like that. And then again 4 times on the 1st fret A string, palm muted. Then you have this 2nd little chord up here. 3rd fret G string and 4th fret B string. Alright, and then again 4 times palm muted on the 1st fret A string. Then hit the 3rd fret of the A string and give it a little vibrato. Go back to the 1st fret. Now you want to do a little slide from the 1st fret to the 2nd fret on the D string. Then you have a hammer-on pull-off from 1st to 2nd, back to 1st on the D string. Then you have 4th fret A string and 1st fret A string. So it should sound like that. Okay, this next part. Alright, so okay. 4 palm muted notes again on the 1st fret of the A string. Then you have this same little 2-note chord that we already played. 3rd fret on the G string and 4th fret on the B string. Like that. And then ideally, you want to hit the 1st fret 4 times, but you have kind of a stretch if you do that, so you can just kind of scratch it on the string, sort of like that, just no note sounding, just kind of a percussive thing. And you're going to want to end up on this little 2-note chord over here, which is the 6th fret of the G string and 7th fret of the B string. And then again 2 more scratches, and then you have this other 2-note chord, which is pretty similar. You just move this finger over to the 6th fret, so now you have 6th fret G string and 6th fret B string. this. So like that. So you're going to want to palm mute these two notes. 3rd fret on the D string and 6th fret on the D string. Palm mute it like that. Oh, well, that was messy. And then you're going to want to slide up on the B string to the 6th fret. Like that. Then you work your way down, 6th fret B string where you just slid up from. Slid up to, sorry. 6th fret G string, 6th fret D string, and then end on the 8th fret of the A string. Like that. Alright, and then this next part is really fun. So, 4 times palm muted on the this 6th fret of the E string. So it's the same note as this, A sharp, but now we're up here, so we can do the next part easier. So 4 times of this, and then hit the 8th fret of the A string, like that. Again, 4 more times, the 6th fret palm muted, and then up to the 11th fret. This is kind of a stretch. 11th fret on the A string. Like that. Again, 4 more times. Same note. Then you have a pull off from the 10th fret on the A string to the 7th fret on the A string. Then 2 more palm muted notes, just 2 this time. So, okay. Yeah, just 2 more, and then hit this 7th fret on the A string. So, sounds like that. And then to finish this little section off, sorry. Right, you have 9th fret on the E string, 6th fret on the same string, and then 7th fret still on the same string. So 9, 6, 7. Okay. Oh, sorry. Just like that. And then you hit this note twice, palm muted. This is the 7th fret. Like that. And then you can either slide up here. I like to actually just use my pinky here, so hit this twice. Then hit the 9th fret of the E string. Hit that one twice, and then you have to slide up because you don't have any more fingers. To the 11th fret. Okay, so then you have 9, 8 on the A string and 7th fret on the E string. Just like that. So, alright, that's how you finish it, and then you're going to want to go down to the 4th fret of the A string, then hit the 6th fret of the D string, go back to the 4th fret of the A string, go up to the 8th fret of the A string, again back to the 4th fret of the A string, so then just hit a pinch harmonic around here somewhere. I mean, it's on the 6th fret of the D string, I'm pretty sure. You can just find one that sounds right. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. It sounds like high. It sounds like it's a pretty high note, but it's one of those, I'm pretty sure. Just experiment with it, I guess. And that's the whole thing. It just, it sort of repeats itself. So, I'll play the whole thing real quick. That's right. Alright, it does that, and then it repeats a second time. It's pretty much the same thing. It has a little bit different endings. So, here's the second time, I guess. Alright, it's all the same up to there, and this is the second time, by the way, and then it does this. Like that. Okay, so this is 7th fret on the E string, 7th fret on the E string, 9th fret on the A string, and then 8, 6 still on the A string, like that, and then you have 9, 7, 9 on the E string, just like that, and then so this is 6th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, like that, and then 8th fret on the G string, and then on the B string, 6, 7, 9. So that last little bit is alright, and that sets us up for the next section. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty short section. It's basically the lead up to the solo and all that stuff. So it starts out like this. So okay, I'm sorry. 4th fret on the D string. Give it some vibrato. Then a hammer on from 3rd to 4th fret on the D string. Slide up to 6th fret of the G string, like that. Then hammer on from 5 to 6 on the G string, and then slide up to the 9th fret on the B string, like that. And then this next stuff. Okay, yeah. 6th fret on the B string to 7th fret on the B string, hammer on. And you're gonna want to slide up to that kind of, so yeah. Hammer on there and hit the 9th fret of the E string. Like that. Then slide up. It's gonna get pretty high on the neck. So this is 13 to 14 on the B string, and then the 16th fret on the E string. And again, slide into it. Oh. Then this last one, from, what is that, the 18th fret to the 19th fret on the B string. Then 21st fret on the E string. Then give it some good vibrato. So yeah, this whole thing so far. Man, if only I could play it. Anyway, after that, kind of like a pick slide down, like a slide down, something of that manner. Then end up on this power chord, 6th fret, 6th fret and 8th fret. Then play that 8 times. Then you have this power chord down here on the 1st fret and 3rd fret. Up a half step, 2nd fret, 8 times again. And this one is a little different because it's not your normal power chord. This one is 3rd fret and 6th fret, 3rd fret on the E string and 6th fret on the A string. Just like that. So each of those 8 times. Then you have that cool sounding little thing. So first, it's like, I mean, do whatever feels right, you know what I mean? It's palm muted and it's kind of like a pinch harmonic. I don't really pay attention to what exactly he does. Just kind of go with it. So you might hear like half pinch harmonics and stuff. Just do whatever feels good, I guess. So, palm muted twice on the 4th fret of the E string. And then 4th fret on the A string. Back to the 4th fret on the E string. 5th fret, back to the 4th fret, and 6th fret, back to the 4th fret. So you're just basically working up chromatically on the A string up to the 6th fret. Right? Then you have this. So 6th fret on the D string, pull off to 4th fret on the D string, then you have 6th fret on the A string. Then you have this next one. It's kind of bend up a half step, I guess. Maybe not even a full half step, just kind of give it some vibrato. And again, pull off to the 4th fret and then end on the 6th fret of the A string. Like that, and then you have this. And I like to do that next little thing just to lead up into the solo even more. It's kind of like a big jump, so I mean, do it if you want to. It's not required, I guess. So this power chord is just on the 1st fret. So 1st fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. You have it twice. Then up here, what that is just 18th fret to 17th fret on the E string, and it leads into the solo really nicely. So yeah. Okay, so here's the solo. As soon as I heard this solo, I knew I wanted to learn this song. It's just a ton of fun to play. So it might be worth it to switch to the neck pickup. There are a lot of high notes in the solo. Whoa, what the heck? Alright, so first slide into the 15th fret on the G string. And then you have 14 to 16 on the B string. Like that. And now here's the fun part. Alright, this is a bend from, well, it's a whole step bend from the 16th fret on the B string. So basically you're bending up to this note. I don't know, just make it as crazy and emotional as possible because it's super fun to play. So then hit it again, and then this time go up and then down, so like that. Then you have 16th fret on the E string, back to 16th fret on the B string, like that. Then you have this little thing. So it's another very powerful and emotional bend from the 14th fret on the B string. Yeah, and this is another whole step bend, so you're bending up to this note. And then go back down, and you have, I guess, a pull off to the 13th fret, then hit that 14th fret again. Just like that. So all together. That's so much fun. Sorry, okay. And then right after that, slide up into the 11th fret on the B string. Then you have 13, 14 on the B string. And then back to the 11th fret. Then you kind of work your way down here, so you just got onto that 11th fret on the B string, and then you have 11th fret on the G and D string. Sounds like that. And then this next part. Okay, so you want to go up to the, what was that, the 16th fret of the D string, and work your way up from the 16th fret of the D string, 15th fret on the G string, and then 14th fret on the B string. Then take everything down a half step and basically go backwards. So now you're on the 11th fret of the B string. Then you have 13th fret on the G string this time, and then 15th fret on the D string. So then you have this note, which is the 15th fret of the A string. This might be a little tricky when it goes fast. don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Like, it's just fine. Like, I mean, okay, so there might be an easier way to do it, but I don't think it's that bad. So just learn that. Just learn it that way. And this next part, 15th fret on the D string. Slide up to the 17th fret on the G string, and then end on this 15th fret of the G string, just like that. Alright, and once you get there, kind of work your way up. So we just ended on that 15th fret of the G string, and then you have 14, 15. So then go up to the 17th fret of the G string, just like that, and then finally up to the 14th fret of the B string. So just like that. Alright, and then it does that thing again. That thing we already did right at the beginning of the solo. So it goes, slides up to the 15th fret of the G string, then 14th fret of the B string, 16th fret. We've already done this. Alright, that's the change. As soon as you bend down this time, now you have 16 on the B string, hit it again, 16 on the E string, 18 on the E string, and then you have a slide up to the 20th fret of the E string. Then you have 21, 20, 18 on the E string. So give it some vibrato. Alright, and then kind of slide down, and then you have. So this is just 14 to 13 on the B string, then 15 on the G string, like that. Our favorite bend again on the 16th fret. Alright, and then, yeah, go back down. Sounds like that. So I'm pretty sure this isn't a bend because he holds this note out for a crazy long time, but it's just 16th fret on the E string to 18th fret of the E string, yeah. Then you just hold that out for as long as you can. You can pick it a couple times, or you can do a bend. I'm pretty sure he doesn't do the bend though, so just either way, whichever way you want to do that, and just sustain that note. Just keep picking it, make it unnoticeable. And yeah, just keep that note going into the next part. Okay, so here's the last part after the solo. Sounds like this. Okay, so there's a lot of sort of two-note chords here. So first, 3rd fret on the D and G string, you're kind of holding down both with one finger. And then you hit that twice, and then you have the same sort of deal on the 6th fret, where you hit both of the same strings, just on the 6th fret. So do that, and then come back to these two notes on the 3rd fret. Alright. Then you have a slide up to the 4th fret of the G string and the 5th fret of the B string, another little two-note chord. Then slide back down to the 3rd fret of the G string and the 4th fret of the B string. So, like that. Like that. Then you have 6th fret, both on the G string and the D string again, and then 3rd fret, same sort of deal. Then you have 3, 6, 3 on both D. This is the same chord thing. So then you have 3, 2, 1 on the D string, and then 4th fret on the A string. I think it would be like this. But that's kind of too hard to do. I'm not really sure how they do it. I think they have 2 guitars. So yeah, just do it. Don't do the chords there. So it's just 3, 2, 1 on the D string and 4th fret on the A string. Just like that. Alright, and then now do pretty much the same thing again. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay, you actually don't go that far. I was making a mistake. So the second time you do it, do all this the same up to that point, and when you get to this, where your pinky is on the 6th fret of the G and D string, you're going to want to jump down to the E string, 2nd fret, and do this little arpeggio. So that would be E string, 2nd fret, A string, 1st fret, and then A string, 4th fret, like that. Jump up to the 4th fret of the A string. Then you have a pinch harmonic on the 6th fret of the A string. Something like that. Yeah, just a pinch harmonic. And then, yeah, you do it again. So. And then the second time you do that whole bunch of stuff, stop here again, and instead of going the, don't do that, you do this instead. So it sounds like that. Alright, so 2nd fret on the E string, 4th fret on the E string. Then you have a hammer on from 4 to 6 on the A string. Then do a pinch harmonic on the 6th fret of the D string. Lots of pinch harmonics. Just like that. And then you do the exact same thing again, basically. It's just the same thing twice. Oh, sorry. So yeah, it's the same thing again. This is the second time. So that part is the same, and then okay, so this is leading up to the repeat of the song, basically. So this is the second time you do all of that nonsense. When you get to this part, you just do this last little 3 notes, which is 6th fret on the A string, 6th fret D string, and then 5th fret G string. And then it goes into this little deal. So it's basically just power chords on the 6th fret and 5th fret. So basically 8 times in that pattern on the 6th fret. This is on the A string, by the way. Okay, so 6th fret on the A string, 8 on the D string, 8 on the G string. Then move everything down a half step for the 5th fret power chord. Then do it again. And then on that chord, which is the 6th fret, basically this note again, everything just repeats. And it does it again, I guess. So yeah, that's the whole song. Thanks for watching.